Unfortunately, the Harrow St Mary's camera didn't record the first innings of the Middlesex Trophy Final, which is a shame because that's really where we won it. Bowling Southampton out for 82, thanks to a wicket apiece for Dara and Jack, 4 for Ben, 3 for Woffers, and a run out from James Dangerfield, who also took 2 good catches. But the second innings is definitely worth watching, so here it is. Also, the camera doesn't seem to have recorded any audio, so I've done some commentary to make it a bit less dry. I'll stay quiet now so you can see what I mean. I just think when you can't hear the sound of bat on ball or appeals or anything like that, it needs something. But if you disagree, then by all means put me on mute. I think that was King getting good away shape from the far end, and this is Ahmed about to bowl some big innies from the near end. Apologies if I've got that wrong. His first ball lands on Tom's foot and they go up for a caught behind. Yeah, getting some good inward shape. I'm pretty sure Tom is outside the line there. And then we get off the mark with a 2 through the covers from Tom Edrich. King was getting good bounce as well as decent shape. I think that might have been a drop, I'm not sure. Look where the keeper took that one, it's gone miles. Phil's off the mark there with a 2 down the ground. LBW shout, but I think he's just hooping it too far. It's going down leg. And a no ball, which in this comp is a free hit. Which Phil hits for 4. Another LBW shout, well, again I think that's going down leg. I think from memory he may have had an 8-1 offside field, so it was really hard to even get singles and turnover strike. Tom had to play that, that's a great nut. One off his hip. That's nicely played. I think Tom said he hit that, which is why he looks so crestfallen there. So that was 11 for 1 in the 6th over. Jauna's first ball, they go for a big appeal. But that's pitched absolutely miles outside leg, as you can see. Nice single for Phil. Well bowled. 1 for Jauna's. That's a great note, well bowled. A bit of a waft from Jauna's. That's better. Good bit of fielding in close. And that is a wide in this comp. 2 more for Phil. Still getting lots of shape. And good carry, well bowled. Couple for Jay. This guy's pushing it across Jay quite nicely. One's a wide but a bit harsh. Yeah, lovely shape. And then Jay picks out cover or point. 19 for 2 in the 10th. And then without another run being scored, Phil does the same at the other end to make it 19 for 3 in the 11th. I batted 6 in the semi-final but wasn't picked for this game, and I must confess, around this time I was thinking, I'm quite happy to be sat here watching and not padded up to go in next. It was fairly tense in the Southgate corner of the ground at this point. So James Dangerfield starts watchfully. It's a nice flick from Sean to get off the mark. I think he could have had 2. I think he thinks it's gone for 4, but we only end up getting 1. It's clearly going down leg. James is dropped there, and the South Hampstead faithful on the boundary can't hide their disappointment. King's still shaping it away nicely. Sean gets one through the covers for a couple. Gets a couple past him, and then there's a single through the covers. Plus a very welcome overthrow. More watchful stuff from James here. Getting into line nicely. That's less nice. Another good bit of fielding in close. Good batting from Sean here, taking the game to the bowler. He gets 3 through the onside. That is an absolute seed. That's another very good ball. Well played. That is a lovely shot from Sean. 2 through the covers. I think it was quite a long boundary on that side. And that is a beautiful strike. Lovely stuff. And one more off his pads. Sean absolutely smokes that one through the covers for 4. And gets a little bit lucky with that. Just getting it over the infield and getting back for 2. And again, I think another couple, this time on the leg side. Still getting good shape. Right, this is the first change bowler, and he's still very tidy. James holds his position to earn a wide there, which the bowler's not too happy about. Not a great shot. James goes LBW without scoring, but I'm going to say that was a rare, decent duck. When he came in, we just lost 2 quick wickets, and he chewed up 27 balls in a partnership worth 24, which is handy in a low-scoring game. So yeah, one of the better ducks. Another change bowler on at the far end, and unfortunately it looks to me like Sean is trying to get after this guy a little bit, and eventually he nicks off. Keeper drops it, but first slip catches it on the rebound, and then it's a good effort, and he's clearly very happy with it. Jack missed his first ball by quite a way, and I think Slip's adrenaline must still be going because he goes up for a big appeal. Not a great shout, that. Jack not too happy about it. A few words as he comes past. Looks good-natured. And then Scott goes LBW, and we've lost 3 wickets without scoring. I thought that was an absolute stinker in real time, but looking back, I think that might be out. Sorry, Scott. And sorry to the umpire as well, I suppose. That left us 6 down and just over halfway to the total. But with such a low target, I think we were probably still just about favourites, but it was definitely tense in our camp. I think that's a classic appeal to get out of the wide. Bowler's just walking back to his mark, to be fair. Woffers squirts one behind point to get off the mark. Jack slashes a 4 down to third man. I'm fairly confident he's hit that, but there's an LBW appeal. Watchful stuff from these two as they look to sort of stabilise. Jack squeezes a 1. 5 wides there, massive bonus. So yeah, it's a good stop. Oh, that cut an absolute mile. And the keeper couldn't gather it. So, very welcome couple of byes, but that's a very good ball. Particularly seeing that his stop ball seems to be going away, but that one cutting off the pitch a long way. So at drinks it was 57 for 6 off 23 overs. Game very much in the balance, and I can tell you from first-hand experience it was very tense by the boundary. 1 for Dave Woffington. Oh, bowled. Not a beautiful shot from Dave there, and I think the bat spin and walk away to square leg would suggest that he agrees. That's better though. Rocks back and pulls into the onside for 4. Tries again and not so nice. Playing a miss from Jack. Half-hearted appeal. Two into the onside from Jack. Beautiful 4 from Woffers through the covers. It's a good sharp single. And a handy inside edge for 2. I think what you can see now is the bowlers are still bowling very tidily and not giving much away, but the sort of exaggerated movement isn't there anymore. But we're in the 27th over, to be fair. Another good single from Woffers. Every run at this stage felt huge, with the trophy in sight. Another good 1. An uppish drive from Jack there, had hearts in mouths for a moment. Jack doesn't get all of that pull shot, so it falls short of the man they'd put out there after Woffers hit the 4. And then after that they sort of had a discussion about whether they should bring him in 10 or 20 yards, which is what's happening now. Woffers is pointing at him, and you see he looks out once, twice, 3 times, so he knows where that man is. And then, well, I think you can probably tell what's about to happen. Yeah, he pops it straight down his throat for 74 for 7 in the 29th over. It was a very useful and much needed 12-run cameo from Woffers, but when it ended it did nothing for the nerves of those of us watching. Fortunately Daz was very calm going in. This slash from Jack also didn't help the nerves in the Southgate camp, which that's a bit better. And that wide is handy, or bowled. Good watchful stuff from Daz. Very nice 2 through the covers there from Jack. Still having to work very hard for every run. Yeah, not really being given much. Daz was able to tuck that one into the onside for 2, which meant we now needed 4 runs to win, and with 3 wickets in hand you sort of got the impression that Southampton were starting to feel the game was gone. But I had this view over my shoulder, and the 2 men padded up, are very fine bowlers, but there's not a lot of runs between them, so I was still not counting the chickens quite yet. Yep, nothing being given for free. Yeah, and Southampton bowling some tidy areas, making us work for it. We've all seen Daz go over the onside, and I think you can see him start to look for that here. He's sort of shuffling across on these 3 balls. And then he finally gets one where he can free his arms. And an all-run 4 meant that was that. Southgate had won the Middlesex Trophy, our first cup win since 1982. Well done, boys. Great team performance. Up the gate.
A lad called the captain from Southgate, please come forward.
Yes, Tommy.